Well, here I am.
Hey Dave,
Yes,
how's it
sir.
going?
Well, it's going okay. It's the rain's finally started here now. I can't get my
Yep.
headphones set right on my head. I guess my head's done got too big or something. Looks like we got several on with us. Let's see. Jackie Mathis says, "Hello, Watchers of the Wind." Hi, Jackie. Blackheart 502. A good friend Gerald says, "Hello, David, Mark, and Thunder Buddies. I hope everyone is doing well." Patricia Williams, hello from Calvert City. Virginia Poland says hello. Chris Meacham, good afternoon, rainy buddies. Hey, Chris, what time's the game start and what channel is it on? Brittany Overton says hello, and Donna Blankenship says hello, Mark and David. Looks like the rain is starting here and settling in now. Yes, it is. It's going to get heavier. You can see the radar here. It's just now getting to Hopkinsville, and it's going to get heavier here in just a little bit. Um, Steve Brown says, Chris, it was about to go. Let's see, hold on, man. I can't see any. I'm going to bring my eyes on and put on my glasses. I hate doing it, but anyway, now I can see. Uh, yeah, Chris was about to grill. Don't think I'm going to have time. And Nayoka Van Vector says, my ride home from work's going to be pouring down. It probably is if you're just
Great
now
show.
leaving. Yeah, Shelly Workman says hi. Hi, Shelly. Evan Miller, hi. And Mary Vervis, our good friend Mary, says hi. David, Mark, and all. And Debbie Soxy, hi, everyone. Paula Wagner, hello. David, Mark. Lisa Watson, hi, guys. Just dropping in to range is just dropping on. Rain is now starting in Hopkinsville. Don Lord, hello, David, Mark. Phyllis Reynolds, hello, David, Mark, and my favorite weather guys. Thank you, Phyllis. That's awful nice to say. Lisa Watson says rain. Wanda Wilson, hi guys. Teresa Croft, hello. Linda McElrath, a good friend Linda, she's waving at us. Judy Bennett, hello
Hey
David
Linda.
Mark. I watered my plants on, so now it's raining. That's the way it
Of
works.
course. Hmm.
Mike Ferris says, good to hear from y'all. Thanks for all y'all do for us. And remember, uh, it is one day closer to spring, isn't it though? Don
Hmm.
Lord says, I hope it isn't bad tonight. Don't think it's going to be, but we'll see here in a minute. Kay Skinner says, hi, y'all, from South Trigg. Angie says, anyone else have a headache from this weather? Sinus pressure is unreal right now. Blake Looney, hello, guys. Okay, so that goes down the list. I appreciate you guys joining us. I have to mention the passing of our good friend Deborah Sale, who's been on here with us. She's been a Thunder buddy, and we're certainly going to miss her. But yeah, she passed away on what day of the week is this? She passed away yesterday, and
Hmm.
I hate that. I'm going to miss her because she was always telling you guys you need to subscribe. You remember, she would get on there, everybody said, "Hey, subscribe, like this page," you know. So she was a big
Absolutely.
champion for us, and I'm going to miss her so bad. But I just want to tell you guys hello and let you know that each one of you are special and important to me. Couldn't do this without you. Mark and I are very grateful to you for giving us your support. I do ask that you subscribe to the channel. I'll take Deborah Sales' part and say, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us more than you know. And if you can't do that, at least like it. And it's nice to see you guys on here. So we were worried about the sun this morning, Mark. And
Yeah, but
go ahead.
fortunately, the storms out to the west were generating a pretty good cloud cover that pushed this way. It came over us before we really got to about the noon hour and took that sunshine away. So it clouded up, and we've been pretty dry as far as the relative humidity. We started out with a dew point this morning of only like in the around 20 degrees.
Yeah.
It's risen up into the 40s now, but it's not rising up any faster. Doesn't seem like so. We'll have to wait and see if it rises up enough to give us a potential for anything severe,
Right.
or we're just going to get a good dose of heavy rain when the line comes through
Yeah.
right ahead of the front.
Right now, it's looking like a good dose of heavy rain because the heaviest rain, as you can see on the radar, is just west of Hopkinsville, probably over Katie's about now. There's
Hmm.
Katie's. So as we look down through, it's over Big Rock, going through Dover, about to go through Cumberland City. So areas to our south and up to our north. It's just now going over Princeton. Some more coming. Eddyville's getting it pretty good. Salem's getting it. So we got some pretty good heavy rain, at least moderate to heavy rain. Clarksville's just now getting in on the showers. So anyway, just letting you know that this is a thing that is not as bad as it could be, but it's good enough. Okay. Hey, Tammy
Yeah.
Tatum has donated $20 from Tammy Tatum. Peer character looking at himself in the mirror, saying thanks for being you with hearts popping out of his eyes. Tammy, thank you so much. She is now a super chatter. Well, I think she's been a super chatter though. But thank you so much, Tammy. Let's see here. Carl Latham has been on. He says, hello, guys. Glad to see the best weather and wisdom guys are on the job. Thank you so much, Carl. Hope you get to come back and join us some. Let's see here. Christy says, glad to see y'all ready to go. I trust you both more than most. Be careful where you put your trust, Chris.
We do our best.
Yeah, we do.
our
We try
best.
hard. And Teresa Jeffrey says, rain's just starting at Oak Grove. Chris Campbell says, it's just started raining in Pembroke. And Donald Lord says, thank you, Tammy Tatum. It's much appreciated. Mike Bynum, how about me, David? What am I looking at up here in my neck of the woods? Well, let's go up here and look. You're in Washington, Indiana, and there it is right there. It's amazing how it went right straight to it. You're going to be getting some rain here shortly. In fact, you're going to get some pretty hefty rains too, Mike, it looks like. Just letting you know. By the way, I may have given you, I don't know if I gave you our address here. I think you asked me about an address, and I don't know if I gave it to you correctly. It is Post Office Box 151, just in case you were wanting that. I can't remember what it was about, but anyway. Olivia Robinson says, any tornado threat in Princeton? Okay, Mark, let's take it about the tornado threat.
Okay. Right now, from the SPC, most of Kentucky is not in really any kind of tornado threat. There is about a 2% chance as you head down into West Tennessee, down toward Memphis, but not anything real high in our direction. Our biggest threat for severe weather in the overnight hours is going to be from straight line winds from the thunderstorms. We're going to be getting wind gusts around 40 possible outside of thunderstorms. And if we get a thunderstorm, it could go well up over that. It won't take much to bring the stronger winds that are aloft above us right now down to the ground.
All right. Gone, Mark, you didn't activate my camera thing up here, and I can't do it without shutting this down, so never mind. Okay. Let's see here. Linda Wade Oliver says, starting to rain in Evansville. And Chelsea Reese says, hey, buddy. Mike Bynum says, yes, sir, it was about a money order. Hopefully you sent it to the right address if that's what it was about, and not the address I've been known to give out, which is incorrect. So anyway, let's see here. As we go on down here a little further, in fact, let me pull out a little bit, and you can see where all the severe weather is. From just about parts of Mississippi on southward through into Louisiana, New Orleans, all these are warnings. And there is one tornado warning, which is right here. It is covering, so it looks like Bassfield, Carson, Prentice, all those cities are under a tornado warning. This is in Mississippi. Let me make sure I've got that correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the severe weather right now looks like it's going to be down. Actually, east of the Mississippi-Arkansas border is what it's looking at right now.
Right.
Over in southern Mississippi. The squall line down that way that's starting to kick all this off is kind of dropping to the east-southeast.
Right.
So we're not looking for it to move up our way.
So I just want to let you guys see where it was. Now let's go up here and we'll look around a little bit. I do want to look at some of our cameras out here. Here's one in Russellville where they're just now starting to get some rain. And it's 71 degrees there so far.
Look at that rain line coming.
Yeah.
Isn't that a pretty shot?
It is. The cows are heading for the hills. Of course, this is right across from Walmart. They're on Russell's bypass. If you were to look the other direction, you'd see 6880 where it intersects with the bypass. But we're looking actually kind of northwest here, I would say. But anyway, see here. Chris Meacham says, well, Kevin Fisher says near Hopkinsville. So, yes, the answer is yes. You can see it here on this radar. And Chris Meacham says, I believe I'm going to just toss some car wash stuff on my truck and let the rain do the rest. That's a good idea. Barbara, hey, Barb, how you doing? She says, hi, David. Mark Shear is coming in like a lion. That wind is blowing me and the porch furniture around. Thanks for keeping a watchful eye out for us all. And I appreciate you, Barbara. You are a super chatter, and we appreciate everything you've done for us. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So she's going to come by and see our studio. We're going to give her the grand tour.
Yep.
Olivia Robinson, so nothing insane to worry about tonight, just heavy wind and rain, right, Mark?
It looks like it. It looks like all the severe threat has moved off to the south of us. Just looking, but again, those winds could get pretty ferocious tonight, especially if there is a thunderstorm that develops or a line of storm. Jacob Gibson says, are there two lines of storms? There could be. That some of the outlooks, some of the models are showing two little lines forming up. Neither one of them are really big or very wide when they come through, but they could have a lot of intense wind with them when they come through. So, gusts of 40 is not that much below severe criteria. Severe criteria for us is when it hits 58 miles an hour or higher. So it doesn't take much to get up that high when you already got gusts of 40.
Right. The radar is kind of interesting as you look at this widespread. Here's the first line that we see coming through. Of course, the worst is to the south. But if you look back here, wow, that's winter weather advisories in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind where this clearing line is, which I don't know, Mark. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see much of a second line the way this is looking right now. I mean, it could still.
Well, they don't really start that second line developing till close to 8 p.m.
Look at the sky here in Perry County.
It may not. Or that may be the actual push where the line starts to develop as this one starts to run out of steam, running out ahead of it.
Let's see. Here's Perryville, Arkansas. Same thing. Oh, that's the one I was looking at. 58 degrees, and the dew point's 57.7. So it's right at the possibility of severe, but that's down in Arkansas. But if you look back up here, this winter weather advisory, I'm going to take a look at what it says here on it. This is interesting. Snow is expected, total accumulation 1.5 inches. Winds gusting as high as 45 to 60, resulting in reduced visibility. So, and that's from 3 a.m. Wednesday morning, which is late after midnight tonight, to 9 a.m. Wednesday. So,
Well, the models do show that wraparound area of light snow and snow showers moving across our area, and you too up in Illinois and Indiana, Mike Bynum. It does show it moving across you as well. Nobody really has it much in their forecast, but at the same time, as you said, they are discussing it for our area. So
we've talked about it a couple of days now that there could be some wraparound snowfall. That's not really a surprise, but maybe the accumulation might be more of a surprise.
If it is, that would kind of catch people off guard, especially being a weekday in the morning. Well, it's not going to be for in the morning. For us here, it doesn't really show it moving into our area until probably in the afternoon, evening hours tomorrow.
Right. Jacob Gibson says snow behind storms is just referred to as the Kentucky Special. That's about right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over here. Let's take a look at this camera here, Massac County, across the river up from Paducah. They've actually moved the camera a tad. There's a railroad trestle that goes across the river. There's the river right there. And is that the steam plant? What is that? That's some kind of a electrical generation plant. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, dew point.
As long as it's not the nuclear plant. But I've never seen it really glowing. So.
I would hope not. Leo says, great show. Keep up the amazing work. Be safe, my friends. God bless all from Lovelessville, Kentucky. Thank you so much, Leo. We always enjoy having you on and listening to you. You give us such confidence and he says such nice things about us. Can you believe it? But
He didn't know us very well, so.
no, but that's all right. For those of you watching us over on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page, I hope that you are enjoying this. I pray that you do go over to the YouTube page, at least subscribe to us, because that does help. It helps us. YouTube pays us more money the more subscribers we have, because they do sell ads, and then they give us a percentage of the ads. And anyway, there it is. Hey, Denise Darnell says, hey, David Mark. Hi, Denise. And let's see here. What else is going on? Well, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let me get over here and take a look at, I don't know what I want to look at first. Let me just take a gander here. First of all, I guess we can look at the Storms Prediction Center outlook. So we'll go there. And here's what it looks like. There's where the severe areas are. Marginal risk over our area, so it's not a big deal, really. When you're in the marginal risk, you can still get severe weather. So don't let that fool you. And some of the worst storms I've seen have come out of a marginal risk, but not always. So by far, the largest down here in the enhanced risk. That's where the severe thunderstorms and the tornado warnings going on. Slight risk, there's still a chance there. But I'd say all in all, we are in pretty decent shape the way everything looks right at the moment.
Why don't you show them the breakdown of the different severe weather factors?
All right, let's see if okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back here. Hold on. Let me get my fingers working again. So there's hail. That's wind. And the wind's showing 5%, Mark.
Yeah. Not a high threat, but still there nonetheless.
Okay, and then there's the tornado threat, which is it's none for us according to this. Of course, you can't rule out completely a spin up anytime, but
especially when you got winds this strong, it could still happen.
But it's not likely. Let's put it that way. By far, the largest area is the hatched area down there. It shows 10%. So anyway, that's what it looks like with that. I do want to go back here to the weather story, which talks about the wind advisory for today. We are under wind advisory, so we got frequent 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts are expected this afternoon, evening. And again, during the day, Wednesday. Now, they're saying a few gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour are possible. I don't know. And
again, what will happen with that is if we get a storm or if we get some mixing that actually brings the winds aloft up around 1,000 feet or something like that, gets them to translate down to the surface.
Right. So just keep that in mind if you happen to be out, and that we do have a wind advisory. And then here's the severe potential. Again, it's way down here. We're not looking at a big risk for us. Here's what they say they know is a strong storm system bringing a band of showers and storms eastward across the Quad Strait this afternoon evening. That's what we're getting right now. There's some potential for very strong winds aloft to come down and produce damaging winds at the surface. The threat is greatest over southeast Missouri, and the greatest threat of storms with damaging winds is 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So between now and 8 o'clock is the time of the greatest threat. I got to be honest. I'm not feeling it, Mark. I'm not feeling this at all. It doesn't feel right. I'm going to go back to the radar. All right, here's the radar. Usually I try to agree with everything that they're saying, but I got to be honest. I just don't buy it. I don't buy a second squall line of any significance forming back here. I just don't see it. It could fool me. I'm going to look here at these special weather statements, see what they say, because maybe they say something I don't. It's penny-sized hail on this storm, so maybe I need to go over here and look at this a little closer. Let me find a radar close, and I'll go down to the single site. Hold on just a second. Let's see. I thought there was a radar in Springfield anyway, but I don't see one there. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to single site and see if I can pinpoint one. Here's one in Wichita, so I'll take that one for the time being. And that gives us a little bit better look at some of the storms back here. There's a low pressure area, but it's not coming this way. It's moving northeast. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not trying to say it's not going to happen.
No, but
I
the
don't feel right
likelihood
about it.
of it is less than it looked like when we first started looking at this a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and the other thing to consider, we're getting rainfall right now. A lot of times that will rob the energy out of anything in the atmosphere anyway. And then the hour of the time of the day that it looks like it's coming in, I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. I don't buy it at all. And maybe I'm just being stupid and not looking at it right or something. But this right here, I mean, there's a little line there. But I don't think it's going to be all that strong. And it's along this occluded front, I guess you'd call it, but it's actually going to turn into a cold front as it starts to move.
Yeah, the HRRR actually doesn't show that line forming up till right on the Mississippi River and happening right probably around, let me look at the timing here again. Probably starting right around 7 p.m.
Okay.
And again, it's not nearly as distinct and strong a line as what they're going to have down in Tennessee.
All right. So we'll see. I guess it's a little early to say, hey, there's a good friend, Harley, on with us. Hi, Harley. Glad to see you. She says, hey, y'all, I'm late, but I'm here. Where you been, Harley? Just out messing around or something? Getting rained on. That's what it was. She got rained on. She came running in and said, I better check the weather. Tammy Tatum.
Tammy.
What? Tammy Tatum.
I was going to say, Tammy Tatum is saying, are we done already?
I won't say we're done because there's a
No.
lot more storm coming in, but I swear I just don't buy the intensity of it or what it's saying. But I'm not gonna
not
go
for
against it.
not necessarily for up this way, but the strong storms were always going to be focused down in the Mississippi area along Louisiana, Mississippi.
Here's Quinlan, Missouri, which is going to be coming up our way. I just see rain. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. It looks like I've been getting quite a bit of rain the way it looks.
Yeah, what I was looking at earlier today, we are going to get the potential for at least a good inch and a quarter of rain out of this,
Yeah.
which is a pretty good amount of rain for us. Be enough
Yeah.
to make the creeks keep running.
But look at the dew point, 49.8 degrees. So let's look at dew points around the area. Let's look here at Union City, Tennessee. It was just to our southwest. Oops, hit the stupid thing. Here we go. Let's do it again. 50-degree dew point. That's well below 58, which is the severe criteria we look for.
Yeah.
It's just rain.
Mesonet showing 50 degree for our dew point right now as well.
So, those dew points going to have to rise quite a bit before we got anything very severe, I don't think, Let's see here. Tammy Tatum says, it's playing music. What's playing music? Okay. Well, anyway, Nancy Schote Powers, Clarksville doesn't want anything, David. Well, it's not my call.
We don't want anyone to get anything. We don't want anybody to get any damage. Now, with winds gusting the way we're talking about, it would not be beyond the realm of possibility to see some power outages in the area from tree limbs coming down on power lines and such. But it should not be anything very widespread.
And as I go over towards Clarksville, it looks like their dew point's 43 degrees, well below any severe criteria, but the temperature is 68, and it looks like our temperature is also 68. It's showing the dew point at 45, Mark. It's at the airport.
Yeah, but how much of a lag is that?
I don't know. Yeah, I do not know. So, yeah, the Mesonet stays up pretty good. Evan Miller says, what's the weather for 42234? Okay, I give up. Where is that located? Denise Perry says, hi, Mark.
Hello there.
She said hi to me first, so hi, Denise. Let's see. QN at zip code and find out where it is, Mark, and we'll try to give him an idea of what the weather's going to be like there. So over in
Okay.
Russellville, it
It's
looks
the
like,
same forecast. It's out of Paducah. Let me see. Uh, Location is, let me try that again. 422 would be in this area.
yeah,
42234,
yes,
that's Guthrie.
Guthrie. Yeah,
Guthrie, Elkin, Trenton.
all right. So, Evan, looks like it's going to be about the same thing for all of us. If you're up near Hopkinsville, which you are between Hopkinsville and Clarksville, yeah, you're going to get some uh, pretty substantial rains in the next few minutes, it looks like, if you're not already. Here's Gold City, Kentucky. Wow, they changed the
Yeah.
camera angle. I think this is looking more
They switched it
towards,
around to look straight across the road instead of looking up to the north.
yeah, uh, I believe this is looking, yeah, I believe this is looking more northwest. Wonder why they do that. Um, Dew point there is 44.9. Let's see Bowling Green, see what it looks like.
Luke, I'd say no as far as tornadic activity for Elkton tonight. Straight line winds, yes, you're going to get some gusty straight line winds overnight and through the day tomorrow, up until tomorrow evening. So it may sound like a tornado for a little bit, especially if the winds do get above 40 with a particular storm or something, but I don't think we're going to see any actual tornadic activity.
Right. Here's a shot of Bowling Green. You look to the west, and you can see the skies are darkening back to the west, so that's the incoming rain. We'll be there
Yeah.
here in just a little bit. It is 44.6 dew point, and it's 68.8 degrees. So, yeah, everybody, let's look at Morgantown real fast. Here's Morgantown, and the temperature is 67.5, but dew point still 42.1. I swear that the dew points are going to have to come up before we get much in the way of severe weather. I'm just going to tell you guys right
Right.
up front. It's just pure meteorology, and you need that 58-degree dew point. And yeah, you could get either side of it, but really 58 is the ideal temperature where you can get some severe weather. Don't sit anywhere across the area. Let's look up at Massville, see what I can come up with a dew point there. 45 degrees is the dew point. Again, well below the 58 criteria. Yeah, Mark, I'm sorry. I just do not buy anything much after this initial line goes through. There might be there's going to be some more showers, no doubt, but this just does not compute. If I have to guess. I'm going to look here at Poplar Bluff here. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, very interesting.
What
We've
you-
got, of course, the wind advisory in effect till 6 p.m. tomorrow night
Uh-huh.
for gusts up to 40 or so. The forecast is calling, showers and breezy, 80% today with a high of 67, low tonight of 45, 100% chance of showers, breezy showers, then a chance of showers, 50% chance of showers and breezy tomorrow, temperature falling with a high of 49. And let me see. It's 50% chance of showers mainly before noon, mainly afternoon, excuse me. So we'll have another round of showers as the wraparound from that low comes down our way.
Yeah.
Cloudy with a temperature falling to around 38 by 5 p.m. Breezy with a west-southwest wind 18 to 22 with gusts as high as 37. Wednesday night, a chance of rain and snow showers before 9 p.m. Then a slight chance of snow showers between 9 p.m. and midnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 29. West-northwest wind 10 to 17, gusts as high as 29. Chance of precip 40%. So 40% chance of rain and snow showers and then snow showers.
Well, all I can say is what I say.
What do we both say?
That's right. That's right. I don't know. I love the guys at the Weather Service, and they do an awesome job. But sometimes, I just have to disagree, and I know they don't mind me disagreeing with them, because if I'm wrong and they're right, they really can rub it in on me.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, it's good, but yeah, but at the same time, I gotta look out for us right here, and I like to see what we can expect. Not only that, but I don't want to have to miss the Kentucky game by staying on here for something that's not going to happen.
Right, right.
So anyway, we're
Well,
going to be
really,
on with you.
yeah, we'll hang out for a while here and we'll see what's going on. But for the most part, I don't think we're going to see too much in the way of severe weather. We may get, like I said, straight line winds, and when they gust that high up above 40, they can do a little bit of damage. So,
Yeah, and look,
be aware of that.
here's the warm front down here, and I guess the triple point be up in here somewhere. But again, I swear everything is south. The marginal risk is up here, and yeah, we're getting some heavy rains right now, but I don't think it's going to last too long. I can already see some clearing back there around Kentucky Lake and or Aurora. So
Yeah.
that's kind of
The actual line we're looking to form up that might come through is back around between Jonesboro and up west of Cape Girardeau.
all right. Let's see here.
You can see that flat edge line that's kind of
Yeah,
starting to
right
develop
back
there.
up in here.
No, the
Where?
back edge of this is
Oh,
where it'll form up right in there.
hmm.
We need to keep an eye on that for the potential for a line to develop as we get on towards 7 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the little thing there, but it's not wanting to do much, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
No, it may not do much. It may just give us some heavy rain.
Here's Truman, Arkansas, and raining and it's pretty windy. Its dew point's 54.8, so it's still a good little ways from being the severe criteria. But yeah, it's close enough. It could be something to be concerned about. Um, but that's much further south. Let's see what this one is. This is Perry County. That's the one we watched at earlier. Um, I don't see a camera over here around Fort Smith. But just for fun, let's see what we got up here. That doesn't have, I don't think that camera's not active. It's got a red circle. Burlington, Kansas. It's raining cats and dogs there. Temperatures, or the dew point's only 50 degrees, 50.9, which matches the temperature. And that gives you a 100% relative humidity. But you can certainly make out where the low is. Right there. And you can see the circulation right here around it. See it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to look at this special weather statement here around Joplin. Wind gust up to 40, pea-sized hail, radar indicated. It's not a big deal. It's just a special weather statement on a storm. But again, it doesn't appear to be severe. In fact, that one's weakening. And this one seems to be weakening. Okay, I'm not going to keep ringing my bell about the lack thereof of severe, but I'm glad it's not, for one thing.
Absolutely.
But this is interesting about the snow up here. In fact, I'm going to take a look at. Let's look at some of these snow. Hey, there's a winter storm warning. Yeah, right there. Which that's up in Wisconsin. That's to be expected. We did expect that, and as this thing moves to the northeast, and so. But the southward extent of this is going to bring it mighty close. We'll see. I'm just making talk right here. I'm not trying to say it is or it isn't going to snow, but it does look kind of interesting to me. Let's see here. Let's look at Spirit Lake real quick. Looks like they are getting snow, and they are getting snow. You can see the snow coming down.
Absolutely.
Covering up that thin ice.
Yeah, the temperature's 35 degrees, so it's still above freezing.
Yeah. Dew point's 31. Winds are gusting up to 45 miles an hour. Ooh, don't you know it's cold out there. And
Yes,
if we're
indeed.
looking at cold stuff, let's just go on back here and look at our friends over at Mount Shasta. This is for you. Where is Linda McElrath? I know she's here somewhere. Hi, Denise Perry. She says she's ready for snow. Karen Karen Simmons says, hope you're right again. There are no storms. Maybe you'll get home in time for UK. I hope so. Does anybody know what time they actually play? I haven't seen a good time on it. Okay, here's Mount Shasta. Wow. Wow.
Kind of obscured by clouds right now.
Yeah, it's funny how it just kind of surrounds the mountain there.
Yeah.
Again, we were reminded that this was called a paranormal. What was it? It was called paranormal something or other. Uh, an area of paranormal activity, I guess is what
A
they say.
hotbed of
Yeah,
paranormal
there you
activity,
go.
I think.
That's a good thought. But yeah, it's probably snowing up here some, but there's some sunshine hitting the side of the mountain there. But the mountain actually goes up about like that. So
Hmm.
a good bit of it is hidden by the clouds.
Yeah.
Kind of a neat little
Right
shot.
now, there's not a lot of precip around their area, but there is an occluded front that's making its way in their general direction from offshore.
Yep. And then we got winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories and winter storm watches and all kinds of things off out here because you know what? The cold air is dropping down. I want to take a look real quick at Amarillo. 52 degrees and dew point is 25. And yeah, they're not going to get any severe weather there. And we're going down a little further.
They've had some high winds over in that area too.
Yeah.
There's power outages all over central Texas and over by Dallas.
Ooh, look at this shot. Is that, I guess that's rain. Let me look here. 61 degrees. So yeah, it'd have to be rain. Oh, good grief. Go back in here, Dave.
That could be dust
It could be.
because they're getting some gusty winds there, I think. Let me
Well,
see.
yeah, look at the
Their
camera.
winds are at 18. They've had gusts recently up as high as 33.8 in the past 5 minutes.
That's pretty nice. Nice shot.
It is.
Okay, so let's go back over here to us. And again, I don't see any additional intensification back here. That's what I do not see.
Right. It may just be a little bit of a heavy rain band that develops and comes through.
Yeah. Fleekable says any info on the Ohio County area. And Harley says, I love the snow and it's beautiful, but I'm over it. I'm ready for spring now. And I guess she is. We'll try to see what we can do for you, Harley. I tell you the truth, though. I know that this probably has underperformed from what it was originally thought this was going to be. It's not nearly as bad to me as it was first depicted. The other thing that we're watching, though, is out in the future. I wonder if, have you got that up on GFS?
Just go to Tropical Tidbits and pull it up GFS if you want.
Okay.
I don't know. They're doing the 18Z run right now. I don't know how far they are with it.
Looks like they're down to 240. I can try looking at this. This is the 12Z. Hang on a minute. Let me get you up here where everybody can see this. Okay, so this is, well, if I can keep my fingers from touching stuff. This is the 12Z run. No, yeah, 12Z run for the GFS model. And we can go through time here and look at it. This was the thing going through now. This is 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then, golly, come on, Dave. This is 2 a.m. on March 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching that snow just to the west in Missouri. My mouse is wanting to act up on me. Okay, that's because it switched over to the 18Z or 19. What is this?
The 18Z would be the next. Well, the
I'm
H
on the
triple
H triple
R.
R. I can't even believe that. Okay, well I'll run that through.
It only goes so far. But
How did I
the H
change?
triple R is what shows those lines of showers that form up and come across us tonight. And some of them look like to be pretty intense rain with them, but I don't really know how severe they would be. See right through there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of full of it, but
It
yeah, I
could.
see
The
what you
H
mean.
triple
But
R has been known to get a little carried away before.
yeah, I don't think they're going to be near as intense as that. But I mean, what do I know?
Yeah, the 3 kilometer NAM doesn't show them that intense either. It does show a line form up, but not that intense. And it shows then the showers as we head for tomorrow, and then the widespread snow showers coming in.
On which one?
The 3 kilometer NAM,
All right.
the 18Z.
3 kilometer NAM. Where is that?
Go to mesoscale.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so this is at midnight. I think I want to back it up a little bit. Let's see what that line looked like. This is at 8 p.m. Mark, even that shows a little line, but it shows just, it doesn't show anything real strong. That's down in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's move on forwards. This is 8 p.m. tonight. And you can watch the times over here. This is midnight.
We got some rain showers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Starting
There's
off.
the snow.
Uh-huh.
That's at noon tomorrow, according to this. We'll see some light snow coming in. And 1 p.m. still there. 2 p.m. still there. 3 p.m. still there. Now that's a little bit more of a thumping of snow than what, gosh, look at that.
Yeah, but that's just the NAM. It doesn't show up as much on the other models right now.
Okay.
But the NAM is a little bit more of a fine model, and the snow they're showing there is fairly light. So
yeah. So this goes all the way out to March 7th, and so far so good. Let's look here at Zoom Earth real fast, and we'll look at the satellite. And let's see what's happening back here. I'm going to put this into motion. I've been humped over these computers too long. My back is hurting. It doesn't show with the way the satellite is going. This is, see if I can stop it at just the right time. All right, here's our current satellite, and it's not showing.
a lot of intensification back in there.
It's not. It's not. It's just, to me, I'm sorry, everybody, but I can't agree with much in the way of any significant storms after this. I just don't see it.
Yeah. Fleekable. I'm not saying no thunderstorms, but we're not looking at too much in the way of severe weather.
Yeah, the severe is what we're talking about. Now, we may see some thunderstorms, but as I said, what I look for is a severe. I'm going to look at the wind fields here, see what that looks like. So that shows that the cold front is really right about here, I guess. Well, you can see the low back here, of course. But the southerly flow is there. There's another low pressure area there. Looks like this northerly flow, though, is coming in. Let's look at temperatures. There's no hugely cold temperatures anywhere up in here. like
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting to see. Of course, it's still early yet, but as you get on up here, well, even that doesn't look too bad.
Not as bad as it was.
No. Um,
So we may have a cold air outbreak from that, but I don't think it's going to be like polar vortex level
it doesn't look
cold
like it. No,
outbreak.
it does not look like that. That's a pretty nasty looking storm. And look at this. I guess that's the Aleutian Low that's really redeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sure winding itself up.
Yeah. And the key about that is not it itself, it's the storms that it rolls
Spins
out.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that, elongated trough right there? It sure looks like it.
Yeah. Fleekable, I think you're going to be fine. It is going to be very windy. And if we do get any thunder showers, thunderstorms, that may increase the wind down to the surface enough for them to be severe. But right now, it's not looking real promising for anything like that. It looks like we're just going to get some heavy rain from time to time, and definitely some strong gusty winds today and tomorrow.
I'll tell you what I do want to do is I want to go back and look at the GFS when it goes up to around the let's see, this is the 18Z. Is it completed? Not quite. Let me just go to the 12Z. I want to look out into the area of the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
This is March 8th.
And again, right now, as the previous run of that, they were kind of iffy on what kind of a storm was going to be coming through, or the strength of it on the 12th and 13th.
Yeah.
This one shows a little bit more of a robust one.
Yeah. So this is the one that we're still watching. I'm not too comfortable with it. It's mainly because the things are in a little bit different places. Now we'll see. That's still a long ways out. It could get better. It could get worse. We'll just have to watch it. And then we're going up to the. Let's back up a little bit here. This would be the 14th. There's something taking place here. I always worry when you get a low pressure area in the Iowa area because that always seems to affect us adversely in this particular area.
It's the cold front that trails off of it that
Yeah.
usually affects us bad, depending on where the warm front is along with it too.
Stacy Lex is hoping to meet you all Tuesday night, the 11th, at the training. I think the training will help a lot. I think it will for you, Stacy. She is, Mark,
We'd be glad to have you.
She's wanting to get rid of her fear of storms. I told her, I promise her we can do that.
Well, maybe not get rid of them, but we can teach you which storms you need to be worried about and which
yeah.
ones not.
Yeah. As I'm looking on out, I don't know. I don't see nothing but pretty much that looks interesting. That's on the 19th.
Yeah, but you're getting way out in the
I know,
in the GFS then, so.
So anyway, I will tell you that it just doesn't look like it's going to be a horrible thing tonight. As I go back to the radar, and again, Mark, I swear, there's no signs of anything back here. If there is anything, it's back here, and it's not doing much. It's wanting to.
That's going to be what kicks the showers and stuff through for tomorrow for us, out ahead of the snow flurries coming in.
It's going to take that a while to even get up here.
Mm-hmm. So, we may not see much. What the HRRR is actually showing is that line developing up out of Tennessee and coming up and forming up, just to our west and coming across us. But again, it's the HRRR tends to kind of go a little overboard with stuff.
Yeah. Thank you, Donna. She says LSU, Kentucky, NCAA tonight is at 6 p.m. Well, that tells me what I need to know. So I do think that we will be done by then. I don't see any reason we would need to stay. Obviously, if there were, I would be the first one to say, hey, Mark, let's stay. But
yeah. It's 10 minutes till 5 our time now, about 9 minutes till 5 our time now. So, Evan Miller, where are you from? We are we are located in Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Yep.
Our coverage area is, we say, from the roads to the rivers. We cover from the Mississippi River east to I-65 and from the Ohio River south to I-40.
What he said. But yeah, we'll have to just keep an eye on this. We're going to stay with you for a little while. We're not leaving you yet, but
Yeah.
I did want you to know that they just don't see anything really developing there like we would think. I don't know.
Yeah, we can hang out. We are in no hurry to go anywhere. We'll hang out and see what goes on with it.
I do want to
See what
encourage
we
you
can
guys,
pick up.
have them be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm telling you, that helps us more than you know. It gives us the ability to improve our product, and we got some big things coming. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be some big stuff coming, and I love Donna Lord because she reminded me to pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Well, you know, all this talk about severe weather, you know what I'm leading up to. Don't wait till the last minute to get a storm shelter. You know what the thing of it is.
Yeah.
You know,
The thing of it is, we may not get the severe weather tonight, but sometime during this springtime, we will.
yeah, we're going to get severe weather. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I've never seen a full spring severe season go through. This is just now, just barely even getting started. It really gets started when it gets into April, especially. But if you wait to the last minute to try to get a storm shelter, those guys are going to be busy, and they already are getting a little busy. But if you're interested in a storm shelter, I want you to take a look at this. We're going to have a new commercial on here pretty soon with these guys, so take a look at this right now. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. And I'm telling you, give those guys a call. They are really good at what they do. Some of you on here have already gotten some of those storm shelters. Nothing like having it close. If you have a severe storm coming up at night, you don't want to drive halfway across the country just to get to a certified shelter. It'd be real easy. Go out there and jump yours, and you're going to be safe and sound in one of their storm shelters. So give them a call. I do want to talk about Michael Vance Contracting Roofing at 270-707-ROOF. Let me tell you. Andrea Burkhalter says they installed hers yesterday. Are you happy with it, Andrea? So she just bought one of their storm shelters, and so if you have questions, you might give her a shout out. She's over on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page, and anyway, I'm hoping that she's happy with it. Those guys are really good at what they're doing. BJ Knight has one too. She says she loves hers. So again, a lot of folks are buying them. They are reasonable in price, and they know what they're doing. So, yeah, she says she's very happy with it. Okay, good. And Susan Johnson, my friend Susan, says she's getting one too. She did talk to them. Okay. And I hope
Excellent.
I hope she mentioned where she heard about them from. Always, if you would, mention the David Powell Weather and Wisdom page. Sometimes they might ask them if they got a deal for getting it off of David Powell Weather and Wisdom. And I'll follow up with a phone call to them tomorrow, too. But anyway, I do want to talk about Michael Vance Contracting Roofing. Michael Vance is actually the one that's responsible for this because he really, really tries to help the community. He's a lot like Mark and I. He's community-minded. And so we had this idea for this, and we said, okay, I'd like to do this. He says, well, do it, and I'll help you with the funding of it. And the rest is history. Michael Vance give him a shout out if you see him. If nothing else, if you don't want to talk about roofs, just talk to him and say hello. Tell him you saw him on the Weather and Wisdom channel and that you appreciate what he's done to help bring this channel to the reality. And it's growing leaps and bounds, and I hope it'll continue to grow. But it only will do that if you guys subscribe to it and continue to view it. And I appreciate y'all so much. Susan said she did tell them about Weather and Wisdom channel. Thank you, Susan. Also, Michael owns Lakeside Campground Marina. That is, it's a beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna play that commercial just to get you guys in the mood for springtime, and just for Harley, who's on here watching. She says she's ready for spring. So let's take a look at if I can find the commercial. Here we go. Is the hustle and bustle of everyday life getting to you? Now you can enjoy quiet, relaxing days filled with the natural beauty of Kentucky Lake and its abundance of activities. You can find that and more at Lakeside Campground Marina, located on Jonathan Creek on the western shore of Kentucky Lake. They offer a selection of lakefront campground sites and a full-service marina and many other amenities. If you love boating, fishing, or just getting away from it all, visit us online at www.visitlakesidecampground.com. And I tell you what, I do like that place. It was beautiful. You and I both have been there. It is a good place to go and get away from it all. I love it. Also, I can't forget about my good friend Katie Moyer. She's watching us, I imagine, somewhere on here. If she's not wore out, because she works her butt off all the time. But anyway, Katie, we ain't forgot you. Kentucky Hemp Works. She's the owner of Kentucky Hemp Works, and they have some great stuff. One of the things she has, besides the fishing attractant, is that salve, and it is going fast. So take a look at this real quick. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today. And like I said, that is going fast, but it can be found in our online store at dpww.shop. And there's a link in there besides the Hemp Works, and I think Scott Shoup's books are in there, and I think there's we've got some Merck that's in there too, but it also has a link to the Shop Weather and Wisdom store, and we're going to have that address up here too at some point. I got a lot of work to do on our crat row and our billboards. But they've got the new shirt designs already. I think they're going to be, if they're not online now, they will be just any moment. Especially the T-shirts with the Thunder Buddies, the Snow Buddies, the I love David Powell. Yeah, they got that in there too. I don't know why you want to buy it, but it's there. So, so anyway, if it's not there, take a look at it sometime next few days. It will be there. I've talked to them today, and so they're working on getting it all set up for us. And you're going to really like it. So anyway, let's go back to us. And here we go. And Mark, I'm looking back here. These don't seem to be doing anything. They've dropped some of the weather statements up here. This right here is doing a little something. This one just issued. Let's see what it says.
Yeah. Now, west of the lakes, I was just noticing the winds have dropped off quite a bit. Our winds are running south at 13, 15 with gusts a little higher. But out to the west, the winds are dying off a little bit a little bit. They're still above 5 miles an hour, 8 to 10, but they're not nearly as strong behind this little first area precip.
The rain's starting to taper off in Hawks, so we've got another little round coming in. There's some more down here to the south, but it's nothing real heavy, and it looks like it's going to be dissipating somewhat. I'm going to look at UT Martin here and see how it looks there. And yeah, they're getting the rain. This is off to our southwest. So this is what will be coming up over us here soon. Yeah. That's why we look to the areas to the southwest, because it's moving from southwest to northeast. And the dew point's down that way. Our dew point is up to around 52, but it's still only like 50, 51 over on the west side of the lakes. Yeah, let me see what Union City's dew point is. 52. So again, heavy rain, well, not heavy, but moderate rainfall. I don't know. I just don't see it. And then you look back here to the west. It's just basically light showers and stuff. I think the energy's been robbed. I kind of do. I do think the energy's been robbed from this. And, it seems to be. I hate to leave, though, and then all of a sudden something pop up and say, well, Dave Powell was wrong. Yeah, I've been wrong. I can be wrong this time, too. We have in the past closed everything down here and been halfway home, and then all of a sudden warning comes out. We have to come back.
But for right now, would tend to agree. I don't think we're going to see much up this way. Now, in Tennessee, you may see a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to be all that bad down in your direction. The main thrust is down in Mississippi.
Right. And so I'm inclined to say we will call it an evening. We'll come back on tomorrow. And
Mm-hmm.
Susan Johnson said, we would rather you be wrong and the storms not be strong. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of faith in me. I've known Susan a long time, and she's
Yeah.
one of my good friends, and she keeps me straight. Says, don't forecast that; it's going to be bad. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting your storm sheltered though, and I hope those guys are treating you good. Uh, yeah, I'll be in touch with them tomorrow. Emily Burke says, "What about tonight, Mark?"
Overnight, we're just looking for, again, rounds of showers, maybe a thunder shower or two, some gusty winds, that could kick back up at any time. And if it doesn't kick back up tonight, it'll kick back up in the morning after the sun comes up, and probably from a little bit different direction. But right now, we're not looking for anything severe tonight. Or if it is, it's going to be straight line winds associated with a little squall line that may push through.
Yeah,
And that's probably going to be on around the 10 o'clock hour.
and Susan's laughing at me.
Yeah. No, Emily, probably not anything severe. If it is, it's going to be straight line winds. It's not going to do, we're not looking for anything tornadic right now, and we're not really looking for anything like hail.
Yeah, I mean, the SPC, when we looked at what they, well, I can go through and show it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I've got it called up right here. Hold on here a second. Okay, so here's the Storms Prediction Center, and this is showing the risk area. If I go to tornado, they're not showing any chance up here in this area or even in our coverage area down in Tennessee for tornadoes, and even beyond that, it's only at 2%, which is fairly low. So tornadoes do not appear to be any kind of a threat, although you can never rule it out completely when you got storms, but there's always a chance you get a little spin up, but that's very unlikely right now. This is the wind, where there's a greater threat of damaging wind. But Mark, explain the 5% there. Why? That's not really anything to be too concerned about there.
No, it's not. And again, when they say like a 5%, it's like when they say there's a 50% chance of rain. It just means that there's a pretty good chance of rain over 50% of the area they're talking about. So for over that whole area, there's maybe a 5% chance. 5% of that may see a severe wind gust.
Yeah, and then here's the hail threat. Again, pretty much not much of a threat there. So
Yeah.
it does appear that wind is the biggest concern at the most, and even that doesn't seem to be a big concern. So,
Right. Just enough for them to put us under a marginal risk.
yeah, so, and that's why we're under the marginal risk, is because of that wind threat. So I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, drop down here. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I was going to say, Dave, what are you doing tearing the furniture apart up there again?
Oh, well, sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I don't see anything. Let's look up here real quick. I want to look at this Morgantown camera. Now they're getting the rain,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to tell what direction we're looking in. I believe this is looking north, but I'm looking at these flags. But even there, the winds there are not real high.
Right. I'm looking at Mike's camera over at Lakeside. And remember earlier today we were seeing all the white caps and
Yep.
everything?
Yep.
Now there's just some ripples. It's raining there, but it's, they don't have nearly the wind they were going to have.
Yeah, I wish we could show that to you. We're still having issues between, I don't know if it's between YouTube or what it is, but we're going to try to make arrangements where we can start getting those cameras. We used to have them all the time and not have any problems, but now every time we try to take them, there's some kind of an issue. Let me see if I can call that up here. Lakeside Cam. And see, it says it's not available here. Go to Katie's. We can see that, and then this pops up.
Yeah.
and then go to the KDZ camera, and same thing. So this is just ridiculous. I just am not happy at all with that. But there's not a lot I can do about it right now. So we're going to have our technicians look at that and see if they can figure out what's going on.
Yeah. If we were just pulling that up on a computer, we'd be able to dismiss that and it would disappear.
Yeah.
But because we're calling it up through our broadcast channel, we can't do that.
So it's kind of weird. It's like everything else. You get one technical issue fixed, something else will pop up. But really, you and I have been having pretty much technical issue free here lately. So
Yeah. Cross your fingers.
yeah, ain't that the truth? So I'm still looking up here. This is up around Joplin, Carthage, Neosho. It's just a special weather statement. That's not a big deal. I don't see anything out of the ordinary that looks bad. The storms look like they're dissipating. 40 mile an hour, pea-sized hail, that's not real strong.
Mm-mm.
So,
yeah. Piper, it just looks like we'll see some gusty straight line winds are possible in the overnight hours. We'll see some rain, heavy at times, maybe a thunder shower or two, maybe a little bit of a squall line develop. But right now, we're not looking at a really, really high severe threat.
Right. And I'm looking over here at the radar around Auburn, where she's located. And she's got some moderate rain. That's fixed to die off for a little while and then get another little round of showers as this continues to move northeast. But again, just nothing. I don't see anything to be concerned about on any of this stuff. Robin Nicolakis. Oh, good grief.
Nikolakakos.
I think some of y'all put your names up there like it just to hear me get tongue-tied. Oh, my goodness. Genesis Draven, anyone know a good roofing company? Absolutely. I will tell you right now, Michael Vance Contracting Roof. I'm going to go back to this because you're going to like this. Michael Vance Contracting Roofing, 270-707 Roof. I got to tell you, you've got to talk to him. If you've got anything to do with roofing, it doesn't matter if it's commercial or residential. He really is the best. I wouldn't be having him on here if I didn't think so. He's done a lot for this channel. He's a big believer in community involvement and taking care of the community. I'm telling you, he's a great guy to do business with, and I don't think you'll be unhappy at all if you talk to him. So he's definitely got a good roofing outfit. Got some guys, got a lot of roofing experience, and actually it says 20 years of experience. It's actually 30 years of experience. So anyway, thank you, Robin. She says, you do great. But anyway, I hope that answered your question about a good roofer, because he is the one that you would like. I promise you would like it.
And Piper, if there was a major change, yes, we would come back on. If it was just like maybe a stray one thunderstorm warning or something, it would probably be there and gone before we could make it back in here.
Genesis says, thank you. I've got some bad leaks I'm worried about. Oh, gosh, you've got to call him, because I even learned a lot when I talked to him, and I didn't know anything about roofing, and he gave me some great tips and stuff. You've got to talk to him. 270-707 Roof. Call him tomorrow, and you'll probably get Denise on the phone, and she will connect you to him or someone who can answer any questions you've got. But ask for Michael Vance, because I promise you he will take care of you. Okay, let's see here. Who else is on here with me? I've still got quite a few viewers, but it's getting close. It's getting close to supper time. No, well, I don't know.
Now, I know you. It's getting close to tip-off time.
Well, what can I say? Olivia Robinson. So what ought to expect the rest of the night, Mark, specifically in Princeton? Yeah, Olivia's in Princeton.
In Princeton.
We always need to take care of her.
Yep. Just looking for heavy rain at times, rain showers, gusty winds from time to time. The gusty winds we're having right now look like they're starting to settle down a little bit.
Yep.
But in the overnight hours, we may see a thunder shower or two. There could be some gusty winds with that. And then the gusty winds will pick back up in the morning. After that, we'll see some showers through the morning hours. And then by afternoon, we could be seeing some snow showers through the area.
Yep, and I wouldn't be surprised. They're not saying it, and it's awful hard for anybody to say the word of snow this time of year. But I don't know if it comes down hard enough and fast
Yeah,
enough.
they can be surprising this time of year.
They sure
So,
can.
just keep your eyes and ears open for an update on that.
Mike Bynum, supper time. Yeah, man, it's time for fish crappie. That is. Oh man,
Oh
Mike, I
man,
gotta come see you, man. It's time. It's time to eat up. Boy, I love me some
yes, it
fish.
is.
Uh, yeah, Mike always aggravates us. He knows just what button to push. You know what I mean? Uh, let's see. Cassie Knight says, "Are we still in the clear in Hopkinsville?" Well, okay, here we go. We're talking about food. Shelley Workman, I'm having tacos tonight. I still, I don't expect a lot of stuff happening, but I do think that, I mean, when this cold front actually comes through, we may get a little round of rain, maybe even a few storms. But I don't see anything serious. Justin Valentine just jumping on. Sorry to bug. Do we need to worry about tornadoes tonight? The answer to that is no. I don't see much of a chance at all of any tornadoes. The Storm Prediction Center doesn't see any chance of tornadoes to mount to anything. So, you can never say never when you've got storms in the area, but it doesn't mean that it's anything serious to worry about. So, we're going to be good tonight. You can rest easy unless you're scared of the wind. Now, it may sound pretty windy, especially later on as that cold front comes through, and I can see where this little line right here is forming. That's what they were talking about, but that's not going to be in here till, gosh, I don't think it'll be here before midnight, if then. But the thing of it is, look at all the energy that this has taken out of the atmosphere. I think even if it got here and it was even strong as it approached, I think it would die. I think the energy would be gone. What do you think? And I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Mark.
Sorry, I was talking to Shane a minute ago.
Okay.
Had
That's
myself
it.
muted.
Yeah. Hey, Shane. So anyway,
But yeah, I would tend to agree with that. A lot of the energy's been gone. Again, we've got one model that's showing a kick up of a line of storms as the night goes through. It's been kind of bullish. Most of the others don't show that much as it comes through. So I think we'll be pretty good to go. Now Dave is busy talking. Mike Bynum says, my boy caught about 60 crappie in the last week, so we have about 10 pounds of fillets. Oh, my goodness. And crappie is so good.
Mike, you got to come see us, buddy. We want to see you big time bad. Bring your fish with you, too. When you come.
Bring your fish with you.
That's like if your photographer says, yeah, you're invited to the wedding. Oh, and bring your camera. Anyway, well, Mark, really, I don't see any reason to stay on much longer. Do you?
No, not really at this time. Again, if for some reason something would get really strong, we'd try to make it back in here and get back on to give everybody a shout before it got here. But right now, I don't really see that much. We might have a very isolated severe thunderstorm warning, and if so, it probably wouldn't last super long.
Genesis Draven says catering by Mike. What does that mean? Oh yeah, Mike Bynum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up on that. But yeah, you guys have been really good, and if it does get bad, I will be on my Facebook page. I'll definitely give you an update because everybody knows I never sleep. So
yeah,
I'm sure
that would probably be the best place to watch for a quick update if something starts to kick up.
Yeah, go to my personal
because
Facebook
it would
page.
take us a good half hour, 45 minutes to get in here and get started again.
Yeah. But I tell you, if you look at it, and I think you guys agree, because you're not weather illiterate, I think you guys agree, you can tell that this is not anything serious. Even as we go down here, this seems to be diminishing a little bit.
Yeah,
Although I would be a
that's
little worried.
pulled most of the energy out of the atmosphere down that way, I think.
But I don't see any tornado warnings, which is a good thing. Take a look at this. Who is the storm chaser here? This is Brad Arnold, and he's not transmitting. A good friend, Brad.
No.
But we got Tammy Tatum says they're going to lose. Yeah, okay, Tammy. We're going to have us a talk. Okay, everybody. So, Mark, do you have any? Okay, wait a minute. There's Sunny 161 say, "Hey y'all, feeding the horses in the rain." Uh, well,
Well,
if you
just don't
didn't,
get blown away doing it,
that's
please.
that's right. Hey, there's our friend Dave. Hadn't seen him for a while. He was on. Says, "Hey, David, Mark. Hi, Dave. Good to see you, buddy."
Good to
And
see you.
then Shelly Workman says, "Y'all be careful. See y'all later. It's going to be fine." Sunny 161. Hey y'all, feeding horses in the rain. Don Lord says, "Thanks." And we love you guys. Mark, you got any last things to say?
Y'all batten down the hatches and don't get blown away by the gusty winds this evening or tomorrow. And when we come back on with our update tomorrow, maybe we'll talking about snow flurries.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. And Allegra Page says, "Go home, guys. See y'all tomorrow." Love you, Allegra. Thank you all. Harley says, "See y'all later. Bye bye, bye, Harley." And Mike Bynum says, "Be blessed, guys, everyone." And I hope you guys are blessed too. And I'll leave you with this, my usual saying. Excuse me, just a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Genesis says, "Thank you so much. Got my sister watching y'all now. Gonna share the page with my whole family." Genesis,
Thank you, Genesis.
yeah, I do appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. Make sure they all subscribe, and that will help the channel a lot. And we appreciate you being on. We'll be back on tomorrow, so you can be watching for us, and we'll send you notifications out on the Facebook and everything. And Barbara says, "Go watch your game." I love that woman. So as I start, Mark, you got any last words?
Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And my usual saying is, if I don't see you here, I'll see you here.
Bye.